Anja Pärson was born on November 25, 1980, in the small town of Alingsås, located in Västra Götaland County, Sweden. Growing up in a family passionate about sports, Anja was introduced to skiing at an early age. Her parents were both avid skiers, and it was not long before they took her to the slopes of the nearby mountains. Her father, a former alpine skier, played a particularly important role in fostering her love for the sport. By the age of 3, Anja was already skiing, and it didn't take long for her to show remarkable talent for the sport. Her parents recognized her potential early on and encouraged her to pursue competitive skiing. Anja's competitive nature and natural athleticism quickly propelled her through the ranks of Sweden's junior skiing scene. As she grew older, she joined the Swedish national ski team, where her raw talent was nurtured and her skills honed by some of the best coaches in the country. Anja's early years were marked by a drive for excellence and a strong desire to succeed. Her family's deep-rooted love for skiing, combined with her own passion and determination, laid the foundation for what would become an extraordinary career in alpine skiing. Breakthrough on the World Cup circuit, Anja made her debut in the FIS World Cup in 1999, at the age of 18. The transition from junior competitions to the World Cup circuit is often challenging for many young athletes. But Anja's talent and resilience made her stand out immediately. She had already won multiple junior titles before entering the World Cup, but it was in her first few years on the circuit that her potential began to shine. She didn't take long to establish herself as one of the rising stars in the sport. Anja's breakthrough moment came in 2001 when she won her first World Cup victory in the slalom event at Kranjska Gora, Slovenia. This victory marked the beginning of an impressive and consistent rise in the World Cup rankings. Over the next few years, she solidified her position among the world's top alpine skiers, excelling in both slalom and giant slalom events. In 2003, she captured her first World Cup season title in slalom, which was a major milestone in her career. This achievement propelled her into the upper echelon of the sport, and by the mid-2000s, Anja was a force to be reckoned with on the international stage. Career peak. Dominance in slalom and giant slalom. The peak of Anja Pärson's career came in the 2000s. A decade in which she not only dominated the slalom and giant slalom events but also expanded her versatility, becoming competitive in Super G and downhill skiing as well. By the mid-2000s, she had firmly established herself as one of the most well-rounded skiers in the world. Anja's breakout season came in 2004, when she won her first World Cup overall title. An extraordinary achievement for any alpine skier. Throughout the season, she demonstrated her exceptional skiing skills across all disciplines, including slalom, giant slalom, and Super G. Her ability to compete and succeed in multiple events helped her establish herself as one of the best skiers of her generation. Her consistent performances in World Cup races over the next several years led her to secure a second overall World Cup title in 2005, which solidified her position as one of the best and most consistent skiers in the world. She was the first Swedish woman to win 2 World Cup overall titles, an incredible achievement that further bolstered her legacy. In 2007, Anja reached a career peak with an impressive 5 World Cup victories in a single season, a feat that demonstrated her mastery of the sport. Her dominance in slalom and giant slalom in particular earned her multiple podium finishes in World Cup events. By this point, Anja had firmly established herself as one of the most successful alpine skiers of her generation. Main achievements and successes. Anja's career was decorated with numerous accolades, titles, and historical achievements. She was a 5-time world champion, having won gold in slalom, 2003, giant slalom, 2005, Super G, 2007, and combined 2007 events. She was also the World Cup slalom champion for 6 seasons in her career, 2004, 2005, 2007, 2008, 2010, 2011, a remarkable testament to her consistency in the event. Her success on the FIS World Cup circuit included over 40 World Cup race victories, and she is widely regarded as one of the most dominant female skiers of all time. In addition to her impressive World Cup victories, Anja also finished on the podium in World Cup overall rankings several times throughout her career. Anja's Olympic career was also filled with notable achievements. She participated in 4 Winter Olympic Games, with her most successful Olympics coming in 2006 in Torino, Italy, where she won 2 Olympic medals: a gold in combined and a silver in slalom. Her victory in combined was particularly special, as she became the first Swedish woman to win an Olympic gold in skiing in over 40 years. Her success at the World Championships was equally impressive. Anja's collection of 5 World Championship gold medals includes victories in slalom, giant slalom, Super G, and combined events. These accomplishments made her one of the most decorated skiers in the history of the sport. Anja's strength, technique, and versatility across disciplines made her one of the most respected figures in alpine skiing. She was known for her aggressive skiing style, fearlessness on the slopes, and mental toughness, qualities that allowed her to succeed in all types of races. Injury and final years. As with many elite athletes, injuries began to take a toll on Anja in the later years of her career. After dominating the sport for over a decade, Anja faced a series of setbacks. In 2011, a major injury to her right knee forced her to miss significant time on the slopes. The injury, which required surgery and a lengthy recovery period, took a toll on her physically and mentally. Despite these challenges, Anja returned to skiing in 2013, though it was clear that she was no longer the same skier who had dominated the sport in the previous years. She continued to compete in World Cup events and participate in international competitions but struggled to return to her former level of performance. In 2014, Anja made the decision to retire from competitive skiing. She had experienced a long and successful career, and while her injuries had taken their toll, her legacy as one of the greatest alpine skiers of all time was already secured. Anja Pärson retired with over 40 World Cup victories, multiple Olympic and World Championship medals, and numerous national titles to her name. Post-retirement and legacy. Following her retirement from competitive skiing, Anja Pärson transitioned into a career as a media personality and commentator, sharing her expertise and love for the sport with fans and audiences around the world. She also became involved in charitable work and started her own foundation, the Anja Pärson Foundation, which aims to support young athletes in Sweden and help them achieve success in sports. Pärsson's legacy as a pioneer for Swedish skiing and as one of the sport's most accomplished athletes lives on. She broke barriers for female alpine skiers, inspiring a new generation of athletes to pursue skiing at the highest level. Her dominance in slalom, giant slalom, Super G, and combined disciplines cemented her status as a true legend of the sport. Anja's 6 World Cup titles, 5 World Championship gold medals, and 2 Olympic medals continue to stand as a testament to her skill, determination, and dedication to the sport. She remains an iconic figure in Sweden's sports history and an inspiration to all athletes striving for excellence in alpine skiing.